What's going on, everybody? You see it. We are back. Thank you for tuning in to SKF Weekly. I'm your brother Ron right here. That's my brother John over there. We here watching this Knicks game. Y'all know you biting your nails like, yo, this game's too close right now. We here, baby.
That's a fact. Because we just opened the show and I'm looking down towards my phone. I'm looking at the stream.
It's okay, guys. We're going to be out. Oh, man, 106, 104 with 3 minutes and 27 seconds. Woo-wee, this is tight.
Listen, I'm a little ahead of you, bro.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So I was staying quiet.
I don't like how you said that. I don't like it at all.
Bro, I was staying quiet.
Oh, jeez whiz.
No,
what is happening here?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
But we got a great show to do, right? We got a great show.
We do have a great show, and I'm not going to be here suffering by myself, John, either. So let me bring these two gentlemen up with us. You guys know them, man. If we need them now more than ever. You know, they are the positive Knicks thinkers in our community. They help us get right. They put us on the right thinking state, the mind state to be right for these games, and we need it right now. Let me get my guys up here, Divine and Shaw Powers. That's right. We talking Knicks real talk in the building. Yo, what's good? Pew, 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 pew.
Another one.
Salute, Ron and John. What's good, ladies? My brothers.
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, fellas, man? Oh, man, this is too close to comfort right here.
Yeah, this is wild, man. What is happening? What are we doing here, folks?
Listen, Detroit coming to play, man. They got the kids. They got the young kids. They're coming in.
Let's go. Knock it down, baby. JB.
Yeah.
Also,
I don't know what everybody sees, but I can tell you on my screen it's 110-106, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Knicks are up.
Yeah, I'm right around there.
Somewhere in that vicinity. We just gonna close this game out and rock with y'all guys until the game's over. We'll get into our regularly scheduled program, and we try to get through this and get the win, baby, because this is a little too tight.
Yeah, they're playing strong. What do you guys see that's currently got us in this mix right now? Like what did you see in today's game that makes you like, why are we in this situation against Detroit when we should be up by 10, 20 points?
I would say defense.
Lack of defense.
Mm-hmm. You look at out on the floor now. I mean, Josh Hart could play defense. Hartstein. Well, maybe before they did the last sub, I think our defense was a little bit.
Whoa, let's go. I know you saw that already, John. That's a good play.
Listen,
yeah.
I'm ahead of the game right now.
I know you are. Oh man, stops every time he says that.
No, I'm just saying I'm ahead of the game. Shaw, what's your thoughts around why we're in this position right now?
Yeah, definitely defense, man. Last game I was saying this. We missing OG a little bit, man.
Oh yeah,
we missing him a little bit, man. And we missing some crucial offense right now from plays. But guys are stepping up, man. And they said Thomas substituting at the right time, but that was a good play right there.
That was a hell of a play.
Man. That was both of those guys right there. That was a good play.
Hartenstein tinted on a glass. Oh,
yeah. So this is the thing, man. We gotta, you know, and this we're coming down the wire, right? So now it's like every team knows that we go to Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is why the need. This is the reason why we need a Julius Randle on this
Yes,
squad.
sir. This is
Because
right.
we need the other. We need a secondary option. Like I guess DiVincenzo would be the secondary option for this scenario today.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't seem like he's been given, you know, sort of that role for today's game. He's almost catch and shoot. Most of this game, he's been catch and shoot. He hasn't really been a playmaker. So we'll see if down the stretch they start to, you know, move in his direction and handle the rock, because JB can't do it all. You know what I mean? Like that's not fair to the kid, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, I would like to wonder if we, you know, back in the days, how some coaches say, when we in the offense possession, we put our offense player in there. When we in the defense possession, we put our defense players in there. I don't see Tibbs do that a lot. He usually roll with that same, well, whoever the five is, no matter if it's a defense possession or an offense possession, he keep the same five in there. I noticed about. That's one thing I noticed about Tibbs. Was usually back in the day, you would switch. If you need a bucket, you put your bucket getters in there. But it seems like he don't move like that sometimes to me.
Yeah, you're right. And, you know, another thing I was noticing in this game when I was looking early, they were kind of stagnant on the offense. Even with Brunson out there, they just didn't look like they had a nice little game flow. I don't know if it's gotten better as the game has gone on, because I haven't been seeing it consistently. I've been doing things. But that could have been a little bit of an issue for them too. Not just the defense, also how they're moving offensively.
Yeah, it could be a big difference because of just one or two simple players, Julius Randle or OG Anunoby. You know, definitely Julius, you know, being on the court, even if he's not super bully ballish or whatever you want to call it, he can draw a double team, and it makes it a little easier for other players. And he sets good screens at the top or along the baselines and stuff like that. So it'll make shots easier for Brunson and also DiVincenzo. So yeah, we missing the body. But the guys are playing good basketball tonight. You know what I mean? This Detroit. I mean this Detroit team ain't no, they ain't no. I mean, they're an NBA team, man. They got some good young players on that team, man. And tonight they had some big shots from some old players and stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. We got some guys. Look, Jalen Brunson. Well, he got 25 tonight, 20 from Josh Hart, 21 from DiVincenzo. We getting the scoring. I mean, we just not stopping them right now. This is a pivotal stop right here. We need to stop Cade because there you go. We got to stop Cade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not Grimes. Oh,
Bro.
not Grimes. Don't let
Yeah.
Grimes do that.
Yeah. Listen, you guys are going to go through a whirlwind of things right now. I'm just letting you know. Just
Oh my God.
tune in. I'm already there. Tune in, guys.
Okay. He should have shot.
What is
This is a whirlwind. A whirlwind of action.
what the heck is going on here? Oh, this is like Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. Wow, let's go. Wow.
And one.
Wow.
Cardiac Knicks in effect.
What?
Jesus.
In effect.
Wow.
Cardiac Knicks, bro.
Player of the
What
game.
is going on?
This is crazy.
But it ain't over.
Yo, John's trying to kill me, B.
Tune in.
Oh, man. Hey, Ron, you scared me, bro. I mean, John, you scared me.
No, you have listen. You should be scared, man, because this is crazy.
Oh, there we go. And one. Oh yeah, okay. All right. So I'm making your free throws. You already missed 3 free throws already tonight. Jeez.
You know he's shaky at the line, B.
Yeah, he is. And that should have been an and one. That what he missed.
And you know he mic'd up, so you know
Cardiac Knicks, bro. Wow.
Boy.
Monte
Yeah,
Ellis don't have a
cardiac Knicks,
point
man.
though. I'm not. Listen, Monte Ellis, he should be all over those refs right now. I would be.
Wow, unbelievable, man, unbelievable.
No.
Josh, man, what you doing,
man.
baby? You know what?
Oh, another one, and another one, and another one.
Oh man.
And another one.
Yeah,
Man, you talk about crazy, bro. You talk about crazy. Like, not for nothing. I get it. I understand. Like, this is one of them games where, you know, it's why it's a trap game, but you can't. Nah, the Knicks are better than this. They can't do this.
Oh yeah.
And let me say, I'm gonna say this. I'm not even gonna say the Knicks are better than this. We won the game, so we are better than.
I mean, I'll take it. But we could have lost this one.
Yeah, we got them gritty 5 plays, 6 interceptions, roll on the floor, dive on somebody, hit somebody with the elbow.
That's, you know what, they did the same thing to Orlando the other night to when Boncaro hit that.
Yeah. So I'm not taking nothing away from these guys. Good, you know, it could have been a good non-call. Finally, we getting the calls in Masters.
I mean, we should, right? It's our house. We should be getting that.
Right, man.
So Josh Hart was gritty tonight, man. 23, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 from 5 from downtown. I mean, that was pretty impressive, though.
You know what keeps happening? Knicks fans keep feeling a certain way about Josh Hart and how he plays, but Josh Hart be saving us, man. His there's some bad with it, but there's a lot of good with Josh Hart too, man. People be forgetting.
Yeah, they don't give
up. Oh man,
you know, a little bit too much.
This Knicks team needs a Josh Hart on it. You know what I mean? Because you know he brings that grit that the rest of the players don't really bring. You know what I mean? And he's out there hustling. I think him and DiVincenzo and when OG gets back, that sort of trio of hustle plays, you know, you get, you know, and even Precious, they get down and dirty, they go after it. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's missing right now. I mean, we just got to get as many wins as we can until our players get back, man. That's just our reality. So,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We missing 3 stars, man. It's hard for any team to overcome that. You know what I mean? No matter what team you are, you missing 3 starters. And I mean, not only 3 starters, one of them is an all-star, one of them is one of the better defense players in the league, and the other, 2 of them is the better defense players in the league, actually, with OG and Robinson. So it's hard to overcome stuff like that, man. But you know, I'm glad we won this one because we got the Pelicans tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to get no easier for sure.
Right.
Yes, sir. This was actually, I forgot. This was a must win because of what's going on. So we definitely needed to win this game. Shout out to the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know y'all just went through it with us. Ondios is in the building. Salute. Wonder Woman is here. Thank you for being here and rocking. Kerry Cox is in the building. Salute. D Block is here. D Block. Hidalgo Soul is in the building. Salute. We got King Ribby in the building. Was good. My brother. Yeah, no, we can't do it, bro. Tuning in on Facebook. What's going on, Michael A? Yeah, man, we would love to, but that definitely would be copyright infringement. And we've seen our fellow content creators get shut down for less.
Oh yeah,
they put our own brother in the blender last week. He was on suspension for 7 days. So
that's crazy. Not
messing with it, brother. Shout out to Anna Powers. You know what I mean? Some might say the better half, and I agree. You know what I mean, Shout? You know how we do.
You know how we do it. Ladies' night.
Yes, sir. Coach Sire's in the building. Kenny Payne is here. Salute. Brooklyn Butch is in the building. Let me see. Did I get everybody? Oh, yeah, look at this. David Rios is here. What up? Big W. Yeah, we need that, man. We need it. Sometimes it ain't pretty, guys, but the point is, in the end, at the end of the year, when you look at the wins and losses, this is a win. We'll take it.
That's all that matters.
Big Buddy is here. Salute. We were lucky to win this game. Really, we didn't play well. The Pistons almost beat us. It's a fact, man. Listen, the Knicks got a little time to clean stuff up. Starting tomorrow. Let's get it going.
We were giving him this.
Yeah, this was no bueno. Smoking Nick, what's good? Hope you're doing well, brother. Good to see you. Sherwin is in the building. Salute. What's good, my brother? Cam from the Kickback is here. Salute. He said, yo, what a dub. Salute Ron, John, Shaw, Divine, SKF fam chat. Boy, we barely made it out of that one, but a dub is a dub. Grimes
Right.
with the go-ahead would have been hell on Knicks Twitter had they won. Oh,
What?
my God. If the Knicks would have lost tonight, it would have been nuts.
It would have been crazy. It would have been crazy.
They'd have been talking about they would have talked about we got to trade Randall. No,
Oh,
just-
facts.
right. Randall's like, what I got to do with this? Wiz BKLA is in the building. Salute, Wiz. Appreciate you, my brother. Always good to see you. And got a couple super chats. Let me shout them out. Shout out to David Rios. Appreciate you. Thank you for the generous super chat. He said, a win is a win. Thank God. Let's go. New York forever. Then he said, I guess that's iHeart has not looked the same since his injury, man. Well, yeah, but hey, he came big. That block at the end was huge, bro. That was a huge block.
That's a huge rebound right there too, like at the closing minutes. So it's like
right.
It's also he's a big body, so it's hard to, you know what I mean. You can't really teach height, so you know he's got that over. What was it? Jalen Duren was in there with him. You know what I mean. So get that rebound, kick it back out. You know, those are crucial play right there.
Yeah, we'll take whatever we can get, man. Appreciate you, David. Thank you for the generous super chat, brother. Yeah, man. So once again, guys, as you see it, hey, I am Jarrell is in the building. Salute. What's good? He said, win or lose, we never quit. That's what it's all about. It shouldn't have been that close, but that was a great win. Yeah, you got to get them. Just get the wins, man. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, what have I been saying? What's the mantra? All heart, no quit. They can't stop. Okay. Sometimes it may not look pretty, but as long as they don't stop fighting, we have a chance.
Yeah.
Oh man, unbelievable. So
cardiac Knicks.
We here, baby. We here. Once again, guys, if you're just tuning in, you see it. With the show has started. We rocking. We just got through that really nail biter game with Detroit. You know, there was a lot of angst towards the end there, but we pulled it out, got the victory. But we're sharing the stage tonight with our guys from Knicks Real Talk. We got Sha Powers in the building. We got the one and only Divine here. We are rocking. Jose is on the ones and twos somewhere. We were having some technical difficulties. We had to switch it up, but that's okay. We'll get it right next week. But I thank you guys for being here and rocking. And let's have a great show, man. Let's get it going.
Get it.
So, you know, where do we start? First off, just right now, bro, let me start with you, Sha. How are you feeling about this Knicks team? Does this worry you at all? Or are you just like, hey, it's just one of them games, every team goes through it?
Yeah, it's one of those games. All the teams go through it. We're still down some pieces that make the puzzle a little harder to put together. And that's pretty much it, man. I was saying earlier, man, I put in the 27 games, when it was 27 games left, I said 17-10. We all was around 17. Me and Divine was close to 17-10. Divine was 17-10. Right now we are 2-1. And let's keep going. That's it. That's the bottom line. Get the wins. And by the end of the week, we'll know if it's Julius Randle coming back or if it's OG Anunoby coming back, and we just move on. The next week after that, it'll be the vice versa, the OG or the Randle, and maybe 3 weeks from today, we'll probably see some or hear some about Mitchell Robinson. They were already sitting on the bench tonight, so that means they're not far from being back into the lineup. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Once you start doing stuff like that, that means you're almost traveling with the team now. Well, they ain't traveling; they in New York, but they're going to practices. They're starting to try to practice with players, see what players are doing, doing the videos and all that stuff. So once you see them back on the bench, that means that they're back. They're pretty much back into the flow of the game.
Right. Yeah, 100%. Divine, man, listen, you know how these cardiac Knicks are. John loves to call. That's what they are. How you feeling, man? You worried about this team because of how close this one was? This was a nail biter.
No, but they maybe want to ante up my blood pressure medicine. Man, I'm trying to tell you that, you know what? No, because like I said the other night, they did the same thing to Orlando. Right there, Ben Carroll did an up fake. Got the shot over Jalen Duran. They won the game by 1 or 2 points with 0.6 seconds left. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried because I know Detroit Pistons, these cats don't have nothing to lose. They playing freely, loosely. So they not going nowhere. So they're gonna go out there and just play freely. And that's a good thing for a young team like that. I'm not concerned about tonight's game, like I said, because I know they have did it to a couple of other teams. But so am I concerned? No, but I do see that if we don't get our guys back, I will be concerned going into the playoffs. You know what I mean? Because we need Anunoby, Randall, and like John was saying earlier, when they double team and Jalen Brunson, we need that guy who like to make that double team go away. And right now, Shinzo spot up. He can make it happen, but he's not Julius Randle. You know what I mean? So. But I'm not concerned. I'm just glad we won the game, but I'm not concerned at all. Like I said, we're going to go through this until we get our guys back, but we don't want to wait till them guys come back to get it popping. So I'm glad we won. Hopefully we can go down there tomorrow against the Pelicans, turn around, go right back in the Garden tomorrow and try to win against Zion and them. It's going to be tough, but maybe we might have a better game against them because they might not be playing so freely as the Detroit Pistons are. But other than that, I'm not concerned right now.
Okay. Yeah, man. I hear you. I hear you. John, what you thinking, brother? How you feeling?
I'm a bit concerned. I think what I'm concerned about is execution. Their execution has been poor, especially down the stretch. Like there are moments in the game, even when we looked at the Boston game prior, where the execution was not where it needed to be. There were moments where we had an opportunity to cut the lead or to take ownership, like take on the lead at moments early in the second or like towards the back end of the second. There were plays that we were missing shots. It's like execution is key. You find a good shot, got to knock them down. And that's the key for me. It's like, it's not easy. It's not an easy game, but you create the right shot for your team. You got to knock it down. If you have an open look, you got to knock it down. Like there's no reason why you having open looks and you're missing, clear across the backboard, or you know what I mean, or you're back rimming it. It's just certain things when you got it clicking, execution looks a lot better. The ball moves too. The ball moves, at a quicker pace, and then defensively you get after it, and then you get those loose balls. But you've seen the difference in the Celtics game. This game, it sort of was also a layover, right? So like the first quarter, you could see it in their legs. They weren't into it. You know what I mean? Like it took a while for this team to really get motivated to play today. So with teams like this, especially young teams, you gotta get them early, and then you gotta keep a lead. We were up by 10. We were thinking like this is going to be a blowout, and right back to them. Can't do that.
Yeah.
So I'm concerned. I'm concerned about the execution.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the guy who is walking and pacing back and forth on that sideline is very concerned. He's like, what is happening here? This is one of those that so like the average person who doesn't really know about our New York Knicks team is going to look at this game like, oh man, they struggle with Detroit. They're getting smoked by New Orleans. They don't know these Knicks. These Knicks come to play when it's time to play. So I'm hoping that it's a good game against New Orleans and they come out firing and understand it. Like, no, that was too close. We let them hang around too long. Because how many different times did the Knicks have a good lead? They could have, they just couldn't step for whatever reason tonight. They could not step on the gas. And going back to what John said, this is why you miss Julius Randle. I mean, even having an OG Anunoby would have helped tonight. You know what I mean? Like you miss having an extra person out there that could put the ball in the hoop and or make even more of a difference defensively. Either or, one or the other, both of those guys would have helped this team tonight and would have made it easier to win comfortably. But it's what we got to go through.
It's really about applied pressure, right? When you got a Julius and you got an OG Anunoby, they continue to apply the pressure on the offensive end where you're not going to get, you'll get multiple, opportunities, especially on the offensive side. And that makes it even harder for a team like a young team, or any team for that matter, to like constantly be on alert, right? Because now you're looking, Julius is a good rebounder, OG is a good rebounder, Hartenstein's a good rebounder. So like, all that play, and when you play Hart, he's also a good rebounder. So those second opportunities, that's what we usually get with those guys on the court. And so that's what's missing right now. Like, we'll get them in spots, but that constant pressure of having to be watching over your back because a guy's, attacking the basket and then also attacking the rim for a rebound, that's the key for me. And then again, knocking down crucial shots, taking away the pressure from Brunson, not allowing people, teams to double team him, because you got to double team Randall, because you don't double team Randall, he's going to go off for 30. So those are the keys, and that's why I can't wait till we get healthy, man.
Yeah, 100%. Shout out to the chat once again. Thank you guys for tuning in and showing love and supporting the show. You see it, we out here with Knicks Real Talk, Shy and Divine. What can I say? I mean, 19 Con Man is in the building. He said, salute to you. He said, Burks and Bojan are traffic cones on defense. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I will say, there's a little exposure going on right now, but once again, a lot of us have already talked about this. This goes back to us having to play these guys and use them in situations that we didn't really bring them here for. And so unfortunately, that's what's happening. There has been some moments where I've seen Bojan let a guy run past him and not really kind of, put a body on him. That stuff is going to get cleaned up. Believe me, there's only so much of that. First off, you guys should already know there's only so much of that Tibbs is going to take. After seeing a little bit of it, he's going to be like, listen, I know you're good on offense, but listen, he ain't going to rock with it too long. But it's okay. We going to be all right. I mean, Hartenstein got to play a good amount of this game. He's just getting his feet back underneath him. There's some things that are starting to kind of work out again. That just bear with us. And for whatever reason, guys, I keep seeing that March 3rd date. I know that the conspiracy theorists are talking about that thing that shows Julius Randle's picture and OG Anunoby's picture, and it's got March 3rd on both of their names. Who knows what's going to happen then, guys? But I'm just saying, like, who knows? We don't know.
Who said that? Who said that, Ron?
No, well, I mean, I've heard it around a lot of different places.
I've been saying it too. That's why
I know you've been saying it. I've heard. I know. You said it. I don't know what that is, but it's definitely floating.
Hey, listen, put it in the air because we need it.
Yeah, we'll take it. We surveyed 100 people's in the building. Salute. Appreciate you. Excuse me. Jay from PR is in the building. Salute. Detroit with a moral victory. You know what? It's funny you say that, because not too long ago, a couple years back, these were our moral victory type games. These were the Knicks games. Moral victory. So yeah, man, that's funny. E. Gibson is in the building. He said the shot selection was poor in the fourth, and Detroit hit 5 threes in the fourth quarter. Yeah, I mean, one thing that we were talking about it earlier when we weren't on the show, guys, is Detroit is got a lot of interesting pieces over there. They could wind up becoming a good 3-point shooting team going forward. So you might get used to it. Shout out to Dripmore, the preferred barber of still Knicks fans and the Knicks community, is in the building. Let's go, baby. Dripmore is here. Dwayne Dennis is in the building. Salute. He said, hey, until they get Julius Randle and OG Anunoby plus Mitchell Robinson back, it will be a very bumpy ride down the stretch. It will not be smooth sailing. They must maintain at least a 6 seeding. I hear you. That's very optimistic, and you're being really, really generous with them. I'm like, they better not go farther than 5th. Like, I'm like, let's keep it going, guys. I like that, though.
And that's why they got to clean it up, right? Because, execution down the stretch. I think that's what Tibbs is going to preach. I don't think these guys get a night of sleep. I tell you that. I think they're going to come out of this game. It's going to be like a walkthrough in the morning, right into the game. Like, they're not going to get no sleep. And I don't think Tibbs is happy with this performance. He may say he is in a press conference, but if what they say is true about Tibbs, he's a guy who really takes his job very seriously and wants his team to be prepared, he's gonna be that walkthrough is gonna be something serious tomorrow, right before that game. So we'll see.
Right.
They got. I expect them to come out like gangbusters tomorrow.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. Let me shout out a couple more people and get back into the regularly scheduled programming with these fine fellows up here with us. Craig is in the building. Salute, Craig. What's good? He said, I see the refs repaid the Knicks from that bad foul call that cost us the game by not calling that foul on the Knicks at the end. Wow. I mean, yeah. You might be right, man. You might be right. That could have been the key, man. That might have been what happened tonight. We don't know. We always talk about how we're not getting calls. Maybe it was a makeup call. Maybe we got some good loving coming on now. You know, who knows, bro? But I like the way you're thinking. Shout out to the Organic Fanatics show. What's good? Raul in the building. Appreciate you, family. He said Grimes balled in the fourth. Isn't that when Grimes usually balled? Isn't that when he balled with us too? Like, fourth quarter seems to be his thing. Travel Vibes is in the building. He said, I know a win is a win, but the effery was nothing to be happy about. I hear you. I'm with you on that. It was something we could avoid. Let me get my guy back in here. Boom. All right.
They gotta make sure that they, take care of that ball, man. A lot of like just silly like passes, just it's like sloppy play down the stretch. It's like don't like that way that felt, you know what I mean, watching it.
Okay, so shout out to John Smith. Appreciate you. Thank you for being. He said the ESPN injury page has March 3rd for Mitch and March 3rd for these two guys, for both Randall and for OG, and Mitch has March 23rd. Interesting.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. I've been lobbying the first they're going to announce it, and the third they're going to play for Cleveland. So
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, from your lips, bro, to God's ears, to the basketball God's ears.
Right.
Sean from New Jersey is in the building. Thank you for tuning in, Sean. I don't know if I've seen you in the chat. It's your first time. Thank you for being here. If not, then thank you for coming back. Appreciate you. He said Brunson is playing a lot, and this is one I wanted to really talk about, guys. He said Brunson is playing a lot of hero ball lately, and I'm not liking it. Almost cost us the game. Sean from New Jersey is not the only person that's been saying this lately. Other people have pointed this out to me, and so I want to know what you guys think about it. How do you feel about what's been happening with the team and Brunson? Do you feel like he's kind of feels like if I don't do it, it's not going to get done, and he's doing a little too much? What's your thoughts, John? I'll start with you.
I agree. I totally agree with exactly what he's saying. Like, especially during down the stretch, is like you're starting to notice that he's overthinking the game and he's making silly turnovers, to cost us key possessions in the game. And down the stretch, you just got to calm down, let the game come to him. You know what I mean? Play his game and continue to be unselfish, because that's really what got us here. And that's what got him to this position. So, you know what I mean? I totally agree.
Yeah. What you think, Divine? How you feel about it, man? You think that he's kind of a little too much? He's in savior mode right now.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I agree to a certain extent, because he did have 9 assists the other night, 12 the night before. But at the same time, the guys around him got to score the ball. I mean, if you don't got confident people around you, you're going to kind of want to take it upon yourself, because Shindo the last game didn't have it. Bogdan didn't have it. It's not enough pieces around him who can really get it popping other than Julius. You know what I mean? We don't have no scorers who can flat out get it done. I mean, so I understand where they're coming from, but also you got to look at the personnel that's around him. There's nobody on that team right now that can just go get it popping. You know what I mean? Like, Jalen Brunson's going to be confident to throw that ball to him and knowing that he's going to score the ball. And when you got guys kind of up and down, like, and I think with it, but I do agree with him that he just trying to be the leader. You know what I mean? He feel like if I throw the ball to this guy, can Josh Hart knock that shot down? Can Deuce McBride? They can, but I don't know if he trusts them that much yet. But I don't know. I think, like I said, he just wanted to win the game, but I agree with John and my man in the chat. He got to kind of settle down a little bit. You know what I mean? Settle down. I think that's a problem. He's like Julius was before the Knicks had Jalen Brunson. You know what I mean? There wasn't nobody around Julius who can get it popping like that. So Julius Randle took it upon himself all the time to try to win the game. And I think now with Julius Randle out, he doing the same thing. He's trying to take it upon himself to be the savior because he's not. I don't think he's comfortable other with DiVincenzo and Bogdan just got here. Other than them two guys, everybody else is suspect. So I think that's what he might be thinking. You know, at least from my standpoint. Until we get these guys back, I think it might be that way on certain nights. You know, he's gonna have to try to do it on his, not say do it on his own, but take the bulk of the scoring. Because he is our best scorer out there. Like Bogdan tonight, he 3 for 7. Shinzo had a popping finally. Josh Hart finally had a popping. But it'd be nice they don't have it popping. You know what I mean? They just don't have it popping. And so I think probably looking at it that way, we just got to get Julius Randle back, man. Because like I said, now I see why we missed this dude. Because that 25 every night is important, especially when Jalen Brunson getting double team, triple team, and when he swing that ball, he hoping that Precious Chua ain't no scorer. I mean, you go around the lineup, a lot of these cats are not consistent scorer. They can score, but they're not consistent. And I think Jalen Brunson might be pressing a little bit because he's trying to be that guy because the other guys is really not that guy from my standpoint anyway.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're right. You and John are both right. What do you feel like, Shaw? How you feeling about it?
Shaw Powell. He must be frozen, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I think you froze. Or he's really in pensive thought.
No,
that's no. He's
frozen.
He's definitely frozen. There you go.
There you go. Yeah, you back, baby. What's good?
Yeah, you know what it was? I was over here thinking so hard. I think I froze the screen because I had something. I had the words I wanted to say, but I just forgot them. But I concur with both of you guys. I think he's playing a hero style of basketball right now. He is trying to hold the team together. You know, I don't want to say trust issues too much, but he is trying to score the basketball, and that's what he's put here to do. He just doesn't have anyone else to take the brunt of some of the defense away from him. You know, like I said, man, 2 games in the book. We just need one or two more guys, one of the guys back to take a little pressure off everybody, because if we get Randle back, it frees up everybody. It makes it easier for Randle to set them screens so people can shoot the shot. That weave that they use. If they get OG back, now when he drives to the hole, instead of trying to shoot it back out to Josh Hart, he can shoot it over to the corner towards the Anunoby. And now because you got DiVincenzo at the top of the key, you know what I mean? So it keeps everybody, you know, playing more of a man-to-man style of basketball. Right now, they double Julius Randle and they shoot right out to DiVincenzo. So now the only pass that you have to do is to pass to Josh Hart. And it's been happening like that since Randle has been out, since OG has been out. That is the scheme, what the teams are doing. They're doubling Jalen Brunson hard, and a man is on DiVincenzo. So the only other man that's open to pass to is back out to Josh Hart. And you know, and then, you know, Josh Hart is not, you know, he's not a great 3-point shooter. He's shooting good 3-point shots. He scored some baskets tonight. And but he decides to grab the ball and try to remix the offense and try to drive the ball to the hole. He does it real good. I'm not complaining about it, but to have someone out there like a OG or Randle on those moves when Jalen Brunson, he hasn't had those guys to facilitate to, and he's still getting a lot of assists, but Jalen Brunson right now should be easily like 9 assists a night, you know what I mean? And and another thing that someone said, I forgot who said it, he's turning the ball over a little bit more because he has the ball in his hand so much more than he did when Julius Randle was here.
Right. And shout out to Craig. Craig and I were chatting a little bit on the last Knick game because he was upset at the fact that Brunson only had 3 assists in the first half. And so some might say, well, he finished with 9 assists, which is true. He picked it up in the second half. But I think to what Craig was trying to say is, like, you know, the other thing about these games is the Knicks have to kind of dictate and set the pace in the first half going forward, because that kind of plays out the rest of the game. It kind of, you know, the good teams do that stuff. Like they start from early and it's a transition throughout the whole game. Like it, you know, it kind of, It sets the tone. And that's what a good team has to continue to do. And that's what the Knicks have to learn to start doing more. Now, I did say, in fairness, in that particular game, the last game we had against Boston, when you look at who was out there, you guys are talking about it. It's not a lot of bucket getters. There's guys who can knock down an open shot if they got it going. But as far as getting a bucket, you know, the only person that you could really think that he could maybe rely on is Dante DiVincenzo. And the game against Boston, Dante was cold. He shot 4 of 12 from the field. So when stuff like that happens, what is Brunson to do? You know what I mean? Tonight, guys were shooting it a little better. I got to look at the box score to double check that. But I believe what I saw, guys were shooting it a little better. So, you know, in this position, maybe he could have trusted his teammates a little more. Let me just see how guys were shooting real quick. Precious 2 of 7. Josh Hart shot pretty well, 8 of 17. Hartenstein was 2 of 5. DiVincenzo was 8 of 13, so he shot better. Alec Burks was 3 of 9. Bojan was 5 of 11. So yeah, there's no reason why Brunson shouldn't have trusted his teammates, and it showed. Tonight he had 12 assists. So I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what more do you want? I guess that just shows if guys are knocking down the shots, he'll pass the ball to them, and that's, you know, that's how it works.
Yeah, I always look at it like more so not necessarily his entire game. Like, his entire game is what it is. Like, he needs to be aggressive and continue to be who he is as a player. I think down the stretch of games or in close possession, and like sort of the possession game part of the game, where you need a bucket or you need, you know, to, you know, you just need to get your team involved in certain areas. It seems like that pressure is solely on him, right? And because we lack the versatility right now with these guys out, he's pressing, and his actions are showing up that way. When you see his game, you know, you see him pivot and he's looking for a pass. He ain't got the pass, so now he's kicking it back out and going, chasing after the ball to get it back to his hands. It's like, no, you got to let the ball flow. The ball is going to find the right energy. You know what I mean? And that's some of the things that I'm starting to notice because of he's pressing, because the way he's playing the game now, where he wasn't when Randall and OG are on the court. Exactly. He ain't chasing that ball. He's letting it rock. You know what I mean? And right now he has to get out of his own way. You know what I mean? And allow his teammates to play their game. You know what I mean? And they may not hit all the shots, and he maybe can't rely on them. But at the end of the day, that's what creates a great leader. Someone who allows his teammates to play under pressure to their best of their abilities, to the best of their abilities. And then, you know, because the ball's going to find him again. Because that's just basketball, right? It's going to find the best player on the court. And 9 times out of 10, he's the best player on the court. So for me, he just has to get out of his own way, allow the game to dictate itself, and from time to time hit a corner. If you get stuck in transition or within a play, let your teammates get out of that situation. You know what I mean? And I think DiVincenzo and Hart, they need to be better at noticing that he's pressing,
right,
and take the pressure off of Brunson, because you're seeing him under pressure. So now go get the ball from him and then shift your game to attack the basket and make adjustments. And they haven't really done so. I specifically seen him more so in the Celtics game and in parts of this game where you start to see them fumble the ball and like that type of play, you know?
Right. I agreed. And you know, the other thing about his 12 assists, I mean, he had 4 turnovers. That's a pretty good assist to turnover ratio. So tonight's game. So thing is, when Brunson is in these situations where he's out there and he doesn't have a lot of options and he's trying to facilitate and get other guys involved, sometimes he presses and makes some bad turnovers. He made some bad passes in the Boston game, and even a couple questionable passes in the Philadelphia game. But tonight, he made a concerted effort. I mean, 12 assists to 4 turnovers. He was trying to take care of the basketball while he was trying to find the rest of his guys. So, you know, and the other thing too is, if you guys remember, because sometimes we forget things because it's not in front of us anymore. Before Brunson came to the Knicks, his assist to turnover ratio was one of the best in the league. So when he got to the Knicks in certain situations where there were too much pressing and he's forced to do things and get guys involved, he's made some decisions that are kind of outside of his comfort zone because he's trying to make things happen. So, yeah, I mean, this is par for the course, man. This is us getting healthy and getting right will definitely help with everything we got going on offense and defense.
Hey, Ron, point. I think Dan Marino had a good chat in there. He right. Because, for me, go back to the Boston game. Imagine if the Knicks would have hit their shot. He probably would have had 17 assists. In a game. Imagine if the Knicks, if DiVincenzo was on that night and Bogey had a terrible game. Imagine if these cats would have hit their shots against Boston. Jalen Brunson would have had damn near 20 assists. But that's what's missing shots. You know what I mean? And I think if you don't got cats who can make shots, you're never going to get the assists you want, because if he throw you that ball and he's swinging to it, you don't knock it down, he not getting an assist. You know what I mean? And Randall used to be the same way. Randall pretty much could add a triple-double, but when he threw that ball to some of them guys and they not knocking them shots down, it's pretty much part of course. But so let's hope that he don't have to press when these guys get back, man, because I think winning cures all. Let's say winning cures all. So hopefully when these guys get back, man, he won't have to press as much. But right now, like John said, and people in chat and all you guys, he pressing because he just don't got them cats who could do it, who can get them buckets on a regular. You know what I mean? And I think he pressing a little bit too much for me.
Right,
so
right.
On that part for sure.
Right. And I just wanted to say to shout out to Craig. Craig's so cynical. He said, I think Brunson is trying to get into the MVP voting. He's stat chasing. I won't say that. I wouldn't say that. I think that's a little bit much, bro. And if you stat chasing, if this is how you stat chase, then I'll take it. Because if you're going to give 12 assists and have 35 points, that means not only you getting yours, but you getting your teammates involved. I can't be mad at that. Like you can't, what we're going to do? Can't be mad at that.
Yeah, I don't see him stat chasing. I just think right now it's just he's sort of in between his game right now. And I think it's a learning process, right? This is also a part of the game that he's starting to mature in as well, as a leader, as a point guard for a franchise that is leaning on him to lead. This is something he's going to mature right into. And I think this is just growing pains that we're seeing right now. And when the team is full and healthy, we're going to see the best of him. So, you know what I mean? I'm not concerned one bit, but I don't think he's, stat chasing. At least that's not what I'm seeing in this game.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, you could say to yourself, like he is showing that he believes in his teammates and he's trying to get them involved and get them going. I mean, if Jalen Brunson had 35 points tonight, he could have had more. You know what I mean? So does 12 assists. Think about those. If he even half those assists, that's 6 other opportunities for him to put up more points. Like he could have easily went crazy tonight. I think he played as good as you could hope for him to play in this type of scenario. We didn't almost lose this game because of Jalen Brunson. We almost lost because of our failed attempts at playing good defense, keeping these guys in the game, allowing them to get good shots. I mean, Cade Cunningham had 32 points. How about boxing out on the boards? The last couple of games have been kind of tough for us. Against Boston, we out-rebounded them, but it was like 39-36, something like that. That's not typical Knicks. Knicks are usually in the high 40s, maybe low 50s. So we struggled in that game. And then this game, even though we out-rebounded them, we had 52. They had 50. When do we ever let a team like Detroit, out of all teams, get 50 rebounds against us? Like Durant had 16. Like you got to put a body on this guy. And the Knicks, it started with the call from, I don't know if Mike Breen said it, but whoever said it, the Knicks started off a step slow. It's just they were a step slow and it showed. It showed. But let me ask you guys this. Hold on, let me pull it up. I know. So in this particular game, you got the 35 from Brunson. DiVincenzo's shot was back, so that was good to see. Bojan chipped in with 13, and this is why we brought him over here, because we need some extra scoring now that Quickly's gone. That's the key. Bojan is to help replace Quickly numbers.
Facts.
But the person I want to talk to you guys about and see what your thoughts on Josh Hart, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. First off, if Josh Hart ain't out here tonight, I don't think we win this game. That's my opinion. So I'm like, what are we doing here, man? Why is Josh Hart getting such a bad rap? But more importantly, why are we not giving Josh Hart the respect he deserves? Everybody, there's good players that make bonehead plays, but you respect their game. Why aren't we as Knicks fans respecting our guy who can make a bonehead play here and there? Because he gives us his heart and soul every night. The type of little intangible plays that Josh Hart makes keeps us either in a lead or in a game to kind of get back into it. So, Shop, what's going on, man? What's with the hate for Josh Hart? Why do you think this is?
I don't know, because it ain't coming from my way, man. I think he plays a hard, gritty type of basketball. His numbers and the things that he does doesn't show up in the stat book. He's aggressive. He gives us extra possessions. He knows how to push the ball. He drives it all the way down from coast to coast. He's starting to get that 3-point shot back in line now. So it's not much hate from me from him. Every night that he gets out there, some nights he may not give us a double digit in scoring, but that night he'll probably have 15 rebounds. He'll have 15 rebounds with 5 assists and two steals. He does the things that a team needs to win. And I always give a big shout out to Josh Hart. The biggest thing for me is hopefully he can get back to shooting about 34% from the 3-point line again. Last year he was phenomenal. I think he was like almost 50% or something like that. He had some crazy number last year. So the more that he could get out there and hit that shot, it makes defenses play him different, because they kind of lack off of him from the defensive side to double team Jalen Brunson. When Josh Hart is out there, he's the guy that usually is getting who helps out on the double team, and they leave Josh Hart open. So if Josh Hart starts to knock down a couple more threes or get the ball right back and drive it down the throat at him and makes the basket like he did tonight, get the and ones, the big muscle play where he's sitting on the floor. He gets more plays like that. Teams will play him different. We don't win this game without Josh Hart tonight. Point blank.
Yeah, real talk.
I agree. And we can go at it all night, Craig, but I'm just saying, look at how many shots Brunson missed in the fourth. I hear you, Craig, but listen, he's not superhuman, bro. He's one man. He's you got to take what you got in the whole. Like, if Brunson's undersized and he's smaller and we're playing look who he's going up against, a Cade Cunningham who's 6'6", who is right there with him, trying to play good defense. He's sticking with him, making it a little difficult, but he's still doing what he's got to do. At some points, Brunson's going to have issues where he struggles. Then they started doubling him. What do you expect? And the other thing is, if not Brunson, then who? This Knicks team, who you feel confident with in the fourth, taking them shots when we need a shot to be made. I mean, come on, man. I hear you, though, Craig. You just want the team to be better. I know you want to win, baby. I see you. Divine, what's your thoughts on the whole Josh Hart thing? You think what is it, man? Like, what? We've had other guys in this team. We've seen this team, the Cleanthony. Damn it, I hate doing it. I'm sorry, Cleanthony. I said I wasn't going to bring your name up anymore. But, we've seen guys on this team, man. Like, to have a team like this, knowing that we have a lot of potential, let's not forget, part of this potential, I think that's what happens, out of sight, out of mind. Knicks fans forget last year, Brunson came here. He helped change the culture. But you know what was big towards changing the culture? When Josh Hart got here and gave us the grit. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Divine, what do you think it is, man? What is it? Is he too much of a clown? He goofs around too much that people don't take him seriously?
What I think it is? We in an offense-driven league. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We in an offense-driven league, and a lot of the fandom now, they want cats to get buckets. That's all they think about.
Right.
You're not a good player if you don't get buckets, which is not the case.
Right.
Cat, he plays winning basketball to me, but I think, and the $18 million, obviously. You know what I mean? I think at the beginning of the season, he wasn't living up to the contract he just signed, but he's starting to get into that form. But I just think this guy, the Swiss Army knife, what I love about Josh Hart more than anything, he plays winning basketball. You know what I mean?
Right.
And if you do 10 things or you do one thing you don't do right, but you do 9 other things good, I'm good with that. Josh Hart is a winning basketball player. And without that guy, Knicks won't be in a lot of games because he get them plays that keep us in games when the offense is not going real well. I mean, the guy's an unselfish dude, and he goes hard. And I mean, if that don't exemplify what a Knicks player is, he's a New York Knicks player. He is what New York is about. Gritty, go hard. But like I said, I think we're in an offense-driven league, and if you ain't getting buckets, people don't think you're good. But I think this guy his intangible is unquestionable, and the reason why we win in games is a lot to do with him. So I can only imagine. And he play out of position. He playing 4s. He playing 2s. You know what I mean? Time he get to the end of the game, he probably worn out, but he playing out of position all the time. But I think the Knicks fan are probably thinking because Steph Curry and KD and they all changed the game with all this scoring. You know what I mean? I think that he's just not a supreme scorer. So guys don't look at him the way they look at like Randall and Brunson and DiVincenzo. These cats, they can score the ball. He's not that type of player. And I think maybe the fan base probably like 18 million, he can't shoot a 3. But I don't know that the case. He's getting better at it. So I'm just going to say that he's not a prolific scorer. And a lot of fandom nowadays, it's not like the 90 Knicks when it was about defense. We straight defense, lock you down, punch you in your face, whatever. Now it's like who can get buckets, and Josh Hart's not a bucket getter, so he's not a fan favorite because he don't get a lot of points to me anyway.
Yeah. Craig, I know you don't let it go, B. I know, Craig is Craig. He going Craig. Craig going Craig. But I hear you, brother. But listen, once again, the other thing that we can't forget, Brunson is being asked to be the guy. In the other situation, humble Brunson, humble, take whatever the defense gives you, Brunson, humble, get everybody else involved, Brunson, humble Brunson. Don't win games when you are short-handed. You need aggressive Brunson. If you want the Brunson that you saw before, when Julius Randle comes back, when OG Anunoby comes back, you're going to see him. You guys, right now, you got to deal with this guy because this is the guy we need. You guys already seen it. Listen, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about this so we can get to other stuff. What happens when Brunson goes on the bench? What does this Knicks team look like when Brunson goes to the bench? We don't got to say nothing. You could just see it. Put Brunson on the bench and watch what happens. Right. Like it hasn't looked great yet. So give us some time. Let us get healthy and then watch Brunson kind of settle in back to what he's comfortable with. Because no matter what you've seen Brunson tonight, 35 and 12, no matter whether you were seeing Brunson in January, player of the month, it don't matter who's out there, what style of Brunson you're going to get. He's a good player. He's going to give it to you the way it needs to be given. That's all I'm saying.
It can't beat everybody. And tonight,
it's tough, man.
You got to get Quentin Grimes credit tonight. They put Quentin Grimes on Brunson in the fourth quarter tonight. They threw Amir Thompson at Jalen Brunson in the fourth quarter. And man, he still got 35, but I could see him wearing down with Quentin Grimes on you. Quentin Grimes could D up with the best of them, you know what I mean? And you got to give my man credit, the coach Monty Williams. He said in the fourth quarter, I'm going to put Quentin Grimes on him.
Mm-hmm. Which is smart because they practice together. He knows his tendencies, and Quentin Grimes is a good defender. He knows what to do.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah. So let me ask you, John, now that we know, and we've kind of had this, kind of talked about it a little bit, but now that we've kind of seen what has happened, we understand that we may be getting healthy, that some of these guys may be available for us soon. But in the meantime, we got to figure out a way to get these victories. What do you think after seeing what happened, from what you saw from tonight's game and what you saw from Boston's game? And I'm kind of giving you a lot here. What you saw from tonight's game, what you saw from Boston's game, and what you saw from Philly's game. What do you think the Knicks need to do going forward, at least until we can get healthy, to continue to win games? Because I know you were really happy with what Tibbs was doing in the Philly game. The Boston game was a little different story because we just went up against a juggernaut team. They're just better than us right now.
It's just better, right?
So what do you think that the Knicks should be focused on? What can we do or get back to kind of help us get these victories? I know we won tonight, but forget that.
No, it's really about execution. You know what I mean? I think if we executed better as a team, like we did against the 76ers, we would have been in a close game against the Celtics. my complete honest opinion. I think they have a lot of stars there, and of course, there are moments where you can't stop a Porzingis three from as far out as he was shooting it. They made shots, and that was the biggest. That was our biggest hurdle, right? They made shots in crucial situations, and then Tatum gets going because he's taking it easy the first half, and his quarter is the fourth quarter. So for us, it's really just execution, being consistent on the way we execute, and then we wouldn't have the sort of game that we had today where we fumbled the ball, we fumbled possessions. Our defensive rotations wasn't on par with what we've seen in the past. So I think it's really just about execution. And I think, like I stated before, I think Tibbs is going to be all over his team and just making sure he just, gets it in their ear. And so they have a strong understanding coming into the Pelicans game tomorrow that walkthrough is going to be crazy. So I wouldn't want to be a player coming into that walkthrough, because it's going to be, it's really going to be intense. It's going to be, hey, know what your role is in this game, and if you don't, I think he's going to have a quick, I'm assuming he's going to have a quick trigger to pull him out. You know what I mean? Like Alec Burks, the way he played today, the very inconsistent way he was handling the rock, and like that, you're gonna have to have a short leash with, especially against the Pelicans.
He did that tonight. He yanked Alec Burks and ain't see him no more.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he has to be that. You know what I mean? And every player on this team has to be accountable for their play, and that's the key. They can't go into the game thinking like, all right, cool, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna, you just gotta come in, be prepared, be focused, have good focus energy, and then play as hard as Hart plays every night. You know what I mean?
Right.
Bring that intensity.
Yeah. And listen, I know, guys, because I see it. I know people are starting to go back into the Burks bag, like, oh man, he trash, he's horrible. I get it. I'm gonna just tell you once, like a lot of people have been saying, just give it time. Give it some time. I will say that he might have brought over some Detroit tendencies that, and not this Detroit, because Detroit looks like they're starting to get a little better with their acquisitions, but Detroit lost a lot of games in a row, and it was just a lot of bad basketball. And if you are playing halfway decent, you look like a lot better over there. So then when you bring that here to a Knicks team that has figured it out, and we're just playing much better basketball, you got to step your game up. And Alec Burks is still in that kind of that little limbo right now. He's got to get there. He got to get there. But once again, it hasn't even been 2 weeks, guys. I don't think it's been 2 weeks. Got to give it time. Remember, I'm gonna say
we ain't got time. But we ain't got time.
We don't got time.
We ain't got time.
But the good thing about it is we don't really need to rely on Burks. Really,
no, we don't.
We're relying on Deuce. Deuce should be getting the minutes.
You're right, but if you're playing, if you're getting the minutes, you gotta step it up. Like, we can't be fumbling the ball. You have to be the pro that we brought you in to be. That's point blank end the statement. You know what I mean? Like, you just gotta come prepared. You can't be fumbling the ball or not being in position to defend, or being late on your rotation, or not going over screens. Like, it doesn't take much to have grit. You know what I mean? It just takes effort. And that's what we're asking for, and that's what we need. If you give the effort, we're gonna come away with some more wins, and that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% agree. I'm not taking him off, like, he's not off the hot seat. I'm just telling the fellow Knicks fans, give him a little bit of rope, because remember what we talked about. I mean, it's like a broken record. Remember how we were talking about Dante early. Remember what we were saying about Precious early. Just saying, I get it. And then I'm not saying he's going to be as good as those guys. I'm just saying, once his role is solidified, he's going to come in, knock down a couple shots, get his little minutes, and he's going to get out, and we're going to be rolling. We're just not there yet. We're not there yet. Shout out to Corey Lee in the chat. Appreciate you, my brother. What's going on? We out here. Yeah, we got to win. We'll take it. I'm with you on that. Shout out to Dan Marrero. Once again, I put up his post, but I didn't shout him out. Salute. E. Gibson's in the building. What's good, my brother? Jay Boogie's in the building. What y'all doing? Looking like the 4 horsemen when they had all the belts. Shout out to the chat and the panel. We still all staring. Salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S's. Appreciate you. Shout out to Brooklyn Butch, DJ Space. Oh, I'm sorry, Space Ghost. I forgot he took the DJ off. Appreciate you. Always good to see you, Space Ghost. Shout out to Glamour Knicks. Appreciate you, girl. Hope you're doing well. Old Head is in the building. Salute. What's good? All right. That's that. It is what it is, guys. I mean, look, it's going to be good and bad. We're going to go through it. Cardiac Knicks, as John likes to say. I call them the Jekyll and Hyde Knicks, the Cardiac Knicks to John. Everybody got a name for them, man. He's Knicks.
Real.
But before we go any further, we don't want to keep everybody too long. It's a late, it's late night already. The show started a little late. But before we can continue, I just want to shout out. I want to shout out Nick's Twitter, right? Me and Nick's Twitter, I don't know. We don't have a great relationship because I don't have a relationship. I don't be on Twitter, man. Twitter's a different world. I be on there like looking, but I support them, man. They're good. They're good people, man. When you get to meet them in person, outside of all the spaces and the arguing against each other, they're actually some really good guys. So shout out to everybody on Nick's Twitter, but most importantly, shout out to Tony Demo. Appreciate you, my brother. They call him the man with all the answers. He's the Mr. Snap Your Fingers. He's the guy. He's the Thanos of Nick's Twitter. But he put together a really great event at the Blarney Stone right outside of Madison Square Garden with the help of Morning Brew Sports, our guys Jigga, Hector, and Phil, as well as he had Eric L. Beats. If you guys are Knicks fans and been to any events through Knicks Fans TV or with MBK, you've seen OmniFan too. You've seen Eric L. Beats as a Knicks fan. He's always dressed to the nines with all types. He got Knicks scarves and earphones. He got all types of stuff. But Eric L. Beats is also a great DJ. He was on the 1s and 2s. So I just want to shout them all out, man. It was really dope. I got to be in attendance for a little bit. I stayed for at least a half. But yeah, man. But if you wasn't there, you probably already seen this. But listen, why not show this to you again? If it works. It's not working. Hold on. You gotta love it. Let's try this again. All right. Well, that's live YouTube TV, folks. I mean, that's just what happens. That was great. I want to thank everybody for coming out and seeing. I'm a refresh it and bring it back. This has been a night of technical difficulties, so why should I expect anything different, guys? Anyway,
that was the fourth quarter Knicks right there.
That was very Jekyll and Hyde. That was very anticlimactic right there. Right. Let's let me see what we can do here. Let's try this again. All right, let's try. Okay, we'll try it again. Here we go.
Check them out. Stop that. Don't do shit.
Look at that handsome fellow. Yeah. It was dope, man. It was a fun time, bro. It was a fun time. You see it? That answers your question, Craig? Yeah, I took a picture with her. Let's Let's go.
I'm upset I missed it. I'm upset I missed it.
There's fan bases and there is fan bases.
Right.
Fan base, nothing like it, bro. Real talk. Ain't nothing like the orange and blue fan base. But that was a beautiful event for them guys to be at. Salute to you guys, still Knicks fan, Shop Power, Knicks Real Talk was in the building. You don't get no better than that, man. For real.
Yes, sir, Craig.
I seen me up there too. That's when I was meeting up with Heck right there, right in the front by the DJ. Okay, that's a nice picture.
Yeah, man. They got you quickly. I mean, Shaw came through and he couldn't stay long, but he even came through. It was really dope to see him for a minute. Man, it was really nice, man. And I said this on Twitter because I mean I don't be on there too crazy, but I do post here and there. I said, man, Monica is dope. Okay. For someone who's tried to get her on the show and is very tough, she's very busy. You don't know about a person, right? But actually seeing her in person, seeing how she moves, how she acts with the people, she was so dope, man. She took pictures with everybody. She hung out, she laughed, she told jokes, she chilled. Like, other celebrities might come in, do the little 5-minute appearance and bounce. No, she stood for like almost 3/4. Like she was chilling there. It was dope. It was really cool. Shout out to Tony. You see Tony was standing next to me with the white sweater dudes. I mean, he's almost as tall as me. Big dude, man. Shout out to him. Shout out to Morning Brew once again. Eric L Beats. Really dope show, dope event, and really, really fun time. So that apparently, don't be surprised if they do some more stuff in the future. So it pretty cool. So
yeah, I gotta catch one of those. Also,
yeah, it was dope.
I don't know if you noticed, but I want to give a shout out to State because State, taking on a new leaf. He's crossing over. He has stated that for the entire rest of this season, he ain't talking no smack about our Knicks. He's gonna be all on board. I really want to pay attention to what he has to say after today's game, but I hope he's still on board. Because that was hilarious. I was like, I love it that he's all the way in.
Okay, that is crazy. Look at Corey's nuts. First off, let me just say, State, I don't believe you. Okay, I'm rocking with, I don't believe you. As soon as you see another couple Alec Burks games that don't fit you, you're going right back to where you was. He's your kryptonite. So I don't trust it. I don't trust it. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, brother. Next time I got you, bro. I was overwhelmed this time around. And Craig, yes, no, I'm not 6'6", but I am 6'5". So when you saw how Cade Cunningham was 6'6" out there, I'm right underneath him, but I don't have any of his talent. So anyway, it was pretty dope. Shout out to King Ribby in the building. Appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with us. Soul Fingers here. Salute, my brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, but really, really dope night. Really dope night. But anyway, before we get out of here, because like I said, it's getting late. I just want to, say that I thank you guys so much for being here and rocking with us. I know it's a little different. We got you guys on while the Knicks are playing. It might be a little difficult for some, but Knicks Real Talk, man. Sean Divine, like, oh, whatever. No, we'll be here. We'll rock with you.
Right.
So I appreciate you
real
guys,
ones
man.
From the beginning, real ones from day one.
Man. Yeah, man. Dope guys, bro. That's what extended family, bro. Go ahead, Devon. What were you gonna say?
I got some good news. Salute to Manuel quickly and RJ Barrett to beat the Indiana Pacers tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go. There we go.
That's a cream on top for tonight. That's
there
great.
You go.
And it can't beat the Heat right now. I'm like, man,
hey, not for nothing, guys. Have you guys noticed the last couple, nights, man, the Knicks have been getting a lot of love from other teams taking care of business against the.
Love it. Take it.
Another one.
We'll take it. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, man. But before we get out of here, I just wanted to say, what's your thoughts on the if you had you don't have to pick a score, but what's your thoughts on tomorrow's game against the Pelicans? How you feel about it? Sha, what's your thoughts, brother?
Same thing I'm going to probably say tomorrow night. What time is it? Tomorrow night. Control the pace, grab some rebounds, hit your free throws, try to shoot 36% from three-point land. I think the Knicks got a good chance of going in there after that big chewing out what they're gonna get tongue lashed tomorrow. I think they're gonna come out with a more dominant game, a little bit more stellar defense. I got the Knicks tomorrow, 112 to 108. 112 to 108.
Okay. All right. I like it. Divine, what's your thoughts, brother? How you feeling?
I think the New York Knicks going to pretty much have to guard that perimeter. Zion is not a 3-point shooter. Ingram can knock him down occasionally. CJ McCullough can knock him down. I think if we do what we didn't do against Boston, guard that 3-point line. You know what I mean? Because if they start lighting us up from out there, it's probably be over. But I do like that Zion is not a 3-point shooter. So I think we got to really, really guard that 3-point line. We got enough bigs down there with Hartenstein and Achua and Sims and them to, go against Valanciunas and them guys. So if we do all the things Shot Power said, we guard that 3-point line, I'm going to say the New York Knicks walk out there tomorrow 110 to 105.
Okay.
Obviously, one last point, like the Boston game of tonight, we got tied in the fourth quarter. We only scored 1 points in the fourth quarter tonight. In the Boston game, we only scored like 20-something. So I hope we don't get burnt out. And that's why we missing Julius Randle and them, because these guys getting burnt out in that fourth quarter. But if we do the things like Shot Power said, and if we guard that 3-point line, I think the Knicks can walk out there with a win tomorrow for sure.
I like it. I mean, it's just been a lot. It has been a lot for some of these guys. And thankfully, we've got Burks and Bogdanovich, even though I know, there's some things we got to work out. But you got to know a guy like Dante DiVincenzo, who was burning, man. His legs was about to fall off. That's why he wound up getting hurt. Like, I'm sure he's happy there's a couple other bodies here. So, John, what's your thoughts on tomorrow's game? How you feel about it?
Listen, this is an opportunity for us to get right. You got to take every home game as play every home game as is your last. You know what I mean? Put it all out there. Hopefully they execute better than they did today, and we definitely got to lock in. I'm hoping that we win, and if we do win, I think it's going to be that we keep this team under 100. I think we got to keep the Pelicans under 100. I think the defense steps up tomorrow night, and I think we see sort of we start to see a better brand of basketball that we seen right before the break. That got us to those 13 wins. So let's see. Let's start it off tomorrow. And it's a statement game, right? Because what's the last time we seen the Pelicans? Zion did us dirty.
We lost the last time we played them. So right. We gotta.
It's a get back,
right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Allah Wise. Appreciate you. What's good, my brother? Always good to see you. D-Ras is in the building. Salute. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. That's right. Nobody's talking about none of that Monica slander. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. I think I'm feeling good about tomorrow's game, because what I will take from this game is that the Knicks, for the most part, shot the ball well. So if that translates and carries over tomorrow, and then they just step up their defensive effort, have a better game plan against them, and plus they'll probably be a little bit more juiced up to play these guys anyway, because they need to be. You can't play how you played tonight against the Pelicans tomorrow and think you're going to win. We're going to lose. So they got to step up their game and come with their A game. Come with that game, at least the A game for this team. Come with the game that we saw against Philadelphia. Play that way, and we should have a good shot at beating this team tomorrow. 115-107.
That sounds
all right. I give you a score. I don't really think I don't know too much about my guesses, but I'm going with 115-107. Let's go with that.
Hey, we always miss it, but it is fun to do it. All the time. I'll be happy when I get one or 2 points away from it, but it's just fun to do, man. I'm hoping this back-to-back thing don't hurt us in the fourth quarter tomorrow. You know what I mean? That's what I'm concerned about. Like I said, the fourth quarter's been kind of abysmal, and now we play on a back-to-back. I'm hoping that fourth quarter don't carry over tomorrow. If we can stay kind of maybe those Jacob Toppin in them in there or something to give somebody a little bit of rest, something, because
Tiz might start Bodon tomorrow.
That ain't a bad idea.
You never know. You never know. Oh, listen,
He played him some minutes tonight too. He put Bodon out there for some minutes.
If he played Bogdan, keep him at the 3 tomorrow, because Zion's gonna cook them if you don't.
Oh my goodness.
I don't want to see Zion and Bogdan go up on each other. Like that's not gonna be a good look.
No. I'm with you on that, John. That's a very good point. Keep that man
keep
away
him on
from Zion.
Bogdan could guard Ingram. You know what I mean? Put him there. You know what I mean? Ingram gonna cook him too, but still, but it's a better look.
Yeah. I'm 100% with you on that. Also, guys, please continue to support, all of the shows, the MBK shows, you know what I mean? Continue to support Knicks Real Talk with Sha and Divine. Continue to support still Knick fans and everything we got going on. But I also want you to continue to help us, get more subscribers and viewers. We are on the road to 3,000 subscribers. We're at like 2,490, almost at 2,500. I know Sean Divine are on their way. They're trying to get to 2,000 subscribers. So let's please funnel these Knick fans over to our shows and keep the love going, man. Let's let this growing community continue to bless us and show support and love. Shout out to Sherwin. He says, Wiz, RJ, and IQ are losers. Keep loving your Jamaican brethren. You do know Brunson mom is from Jamaican parents. Hey, look at that. Huh? Who knew? Sherwin be knowing stuff, man. I don't know where Sherwin be hanging out. Flow Hypnotic is in the building. Appreciate you. That's right. Brunson had 12 assists. Yeah. It's a lot going on in this chat. But appreciate you guys. Oh, also, listen, if you guys want to support the show, you can see a little icon up there. You can actually hover over that with your phone, with your picture. Hit the little link, and that takes you right to buy me a coffee. You can support the show by buying us a coffee. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I can love a good coffee. And stay tuned this Saturday for Know the Ledge. I have to shout out one of our subscribers who bought a bunch of coffee on the last show, and I didn't see it, but he will get acknowledged on Saturday. He bought a lot of coffee. So I'll definitely acknowledge him on Saturday. But yeah, man, guys, Sha, Divine, appreciate you once again. Thank you for being here and rocking with us.
Yes, sir.
When's the next time we can see you? I already know, but just for the timing of it, I'm assuming it's tomorrow.
Pregame tomorrow. Knicks pregame tomorrow. 7:30 game, 6:30 pregame. We'll be in the building, man. I'm trying to get hyped for this. It's gonna be a good game tomorrow, so I'm really looking forward to it. That New Orleans game gonna be interesting, man. So we just gotta go out there and cross T's and dot I's, man. Let's get it, man. But yeah, we'll be on tomorrow, 7:30. 6:30. I apologize for that. And we get it popping for sure.
I hear you, brother. Any other final words? Or are you good?
I'm good. Shot Powers.
Salute to you guys. Thank you for having us on.
And
hey,
John,
man,
good seeing you, my man. Ain't seen you in a long time. Pardon me for that, but good seeing you, John. Real talk, my brother.
Appreciate that, man. It's good seeing you guys too, man. Like I said, we got to get up, man. Some more.
Yeah. It's a long time coming, man. We should have did this a while ago. I don't know why we haven't. We talk so much on different shows. It is what. Yeah,
blame that on Ron.
Blame me. Wait till next week or the week after when you see who our guest is, and you're gonna be like, "What? You telling me he's never been on your show? What? Wow, it's gonna be crazy."
And watch that be the day that I'm like, I can't make it. Something came up.
Anyway, I appreciate you guys, man. Always. John, final words, my brother.
Man, as always, appreciate you all. Appreciate the chat. Stay healthy out there. Can't wait. Spring is around the corner, man. We can start putting the coats away. Thank the Lord for that. But stay blessed, man. Stay healthy. And I'm looking forward to the next one, as always. Stay blessed.
There you go. I am with you 100% on that, man. Once again, guys, if you want to support the show, buy us a coffee. There you go. www.buymeacoffee.com/stillknickfans. So if that's what you want to do, by all means, we appreciate you. But most importantly, like I said, what I really want you guys to focus on, and there's no excuse. I'm not taking it no more. All of you, tell a friend who tells a friend who tells another friend about Still Knick Fans. We'll be back again. Bring the subscribers over to us, man, the viewership. Show them that we are here rocking. We are the Knick contingent. Look at this. Look at what we got going on. Knicks Real Talk, Still Knick Fans, the conglomerate. we came together to form this for tonight, and we
Voltron.
it almost got crazy. It almost got crazy. We would have been here. This show would have turned into Know the Ledge, and I would have been off.
Man.
Yeah, man. So appreciate you guys, but stay tuned. You can catch us on Monday nights at 9 p.m. ish. Tonight was a little different. We had some difficulties, but normally 9 p.m. Thursdays, if there's no Knick game for like the NBA wrap up or the wrap up on Front Stoop, so we're doing NBA stuff and we're doing hip hop stuff, right? And then you could also catch us on Saturday. I'm over there trying to talk you guys off the ledge. We've been pretty good for a lot of the season, but I'm starting to see a couple people looking like they're trying to make appointments. So I don't know. This Saturday it might be therapy. We'll see. But continue to support the show. Saturdays at 11:30. And just continue to rock with us. Thank you for being here. Go support Knicks Real Talk, man. You can catch them tomorrow, right before the game for a pregame, and put you in the right headspace. I'm telling you, more and more people should watch their show before the Knicks game and put you in a better, you know what? I was thinking the Knicks stink, but no, after listening to Shaw and Devon, they're all right. That's what I'm saying. It put you in. Yeah, man. Anyway. Thank you guys for tuning in, and have a blessed night. Take care of yourselves, and let's not be so hard on the Knicks. We all right. We good. We'll be okay. We out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
Freedom over fame. Freedom over cycle stays the same.